Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to From the Ground Up. This segment of the show is called Talk Therapy, where conversation is the cure. Today, I am going to be talking about how to stop self-sabotaging yourself and stop blocking your own blessings. Get out of your own way so you can receive the blessings that you know you deserve. Let's get into it.
From the Ground Up Productions presents Talk Therapy with Lady Miz. She is here to listen and give advice, but brace yourself. If you can't handle the truth, because she's not sugarcoating a thing. You're now tuned in to Talk Therapy with Lady Miz.
So here's the thing. We all been there. I'm sure there's been a period of time where you're trying to figure out why something is not happening the way you want it to happen. Why you didn't receive the blessing that you felt you should be getting. Why you're not getting the things that you want. Well, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes it has a lot to do with yourself. What are you doing to block your own blessings? Is it limited thinking that could be causing you not to get what you're supposed to get? Is it negative habits that you keep doing that keep getting in the way? Sometimes you got to ask yourself, when you're making moves and you're doing things, am I moving towards my goal or away from my goal? Because every decision that you make every single day, if you got goals, you have to ask yourself, if I'm trying to save a certain amount of money, but I keep going out, I keep eating out, and I keep shopping, that is actually taking me further away from my goal. So what do I have to do? Stop doing those things, right? Save up. I've been there before. I always wanted to know why I had such bad luck when I was young, or why I was struggling in certain areas and things just kept happening to me. Well, first, let me start off by saying I was putting myself around the wrong people in the wrong crowd. You cannot expect to get positive things out of something that is negative. If I'm hanging around people who are doing bad things, into bad stuff, obviously there's something attracting me to that, right? So that means that I'm hanging around because it's something that I see in that I want to do. First thing I got to do is not worried about what everybody else is doing, but fix myself. So I had to change the crowd that I was around. I had to change my atmosphere. I had to change the way that I was thinking because my thought process was negative, okay? My thought process, I was always either worried about what somebody else thought or what somebody else thought about me. I would always respond to their negative thoughts about me. That doesn't put me in a positive space, a comfortable space, a happy space, right? Because now that negative energy is bouncing back and forth. This is why you got to be very careful with who you put yourself around and the people that you allow in your space and in your circle, because that energy circulates. If you know that being around them, they're all about drama. All they want to do is complain all the time. They have nothing but excuses instead of solutions. What do you think is going to happen from that? That's what I was doing. I had to remove myself, even though I was bored. Even though I was bored at times, I had to remove myself. But to tell you the truth, I wasn't really that bored because I know how to entertain myself. I write songs. I'm into music. I record songs. I write books. I do karaoke. I like exercising. Not then though, now. But I made sure that I knew how to keep myself busy. And because I had hobbies and passions, the passions always kept my mind on something else where I really didn't have to worry about all of that other stuff. Whatever you feed will grow. If you're engaging with negative conversation with people on a regular basis, what do you think you're going to get from that? It's like taking care of a plant, okay? If you water it, it will grow. If you're watering the negative stuff or staying around the negative people and you keep that in your atmosphere and you're feeding that, then guess what's going to happen? You're gonna get the consequences from those actions. So what I want to do here is talk about how people can block their own blessings. This part right here is about recognizing when you are self-sabotaging, okay? One of the issues people have is self-doubt. doubting yourself, not believing in yourself. How do you expect, first of all, anybody else to believe in you if you don't believe in you? That's number one, okay? But it all starts with you. If you don't believe in yourself, that's the first thought that you have. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you know what's going to happen? You're going to use words like, I can't. There's no way. I don't know how. Everything that you talk about is going to be telling yourself that you can't do it. And every thought, or not every thought, everything that you do or don't do starts with your mind first. It starts with your thinking process first. So if you're telling yourself, I can't do something, if you have self-doubt, then that means that you're not even trying, okay? Don't be afraid of failure, because failure helps you grow. Failure always helps you grow. I'm never afraid to fail. And believe me, I try many different things. I have many different passions, okay? I love trying different stuff, and I don't care what anybody say. Oh, she did this. Oh, she tried this. Oh, well, I sure did. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't do nothing. You have to try to put in the time, or try to put in the energy to make yourself say, I think I can do this. Tell yourself, change the narrative in your mind and tell yourself, I can do it. Or just try. You never know what can happen. You never know what the end result is going to be. But you'll also never find out if you were capable of doing it if you don't try. And I always say failure is great because it teaches you how to do it right next time. Sometimes when I don't have somebody to teach me something, or people are gatekeepers and they don't want to tell me something, I go figure it out. I will not allow someone to hold me back from doing something that I'm passionate about or want to do. If somebody doesn't want to help me, then guess what? Google's there, YouTube's there, TikTok now is there. So don't let your limited thinking hold you back. Don't let your self-doubt hold you back. Another thing is being a procrastinator, right? So come on. I know some people, they just don't want to move, right? They just don't, okay, I'm going to get to it. They want to keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And I mean, at some point, you have to put actions behind your words, because all it is now is words, and you have to turn those words into actions. So come on, if you really want it, get up, motivate yourself. And guess what? You don't need nobody to motivate you. You have to motivate you. After you take that first step, the other steps get easier, but you got to get into motion first. You can't just stay still, because when you're stagnated, ain't nothing moving. All right, so come on, let's eradicate those type of ways of thinking. Fear, don't let fear hold you back. Sometimes people are like, you know what, I don't know if I could do this. They come up with every reason why they feel like, I'm going to fail. I'm not going to be able to do this. And the truth of the matter is, let's just say, and this is why I'm saying y'all got to be careful with worrying too much about what other people think. Because if you fail, let's say if you failed, but only you seen it, would you care then? I'm just asking. Would you care then if you failed and you're the only person that's seen it? Or would you say, okay, that's like making something at home. You'll probably get pissed off, but you won't be afraid to do it. Nobody's watching, nobody knows. A lot of times people are so afraid to fail because they're worried about what everybody else is going to say. Who cares? At least you're trying. It's better to be doing something than to not be doing nothing at all. Be motivated. Motivate yourself. You don't need a crowd. You don't need nobody clapping for you. Clap for yourself. Clap for your damn self. You know what? There's some people who sometimes hinder their own progress, right? Or their own success. And a lot of times it's not by like that they know that they're doing it. It's not because they're purposely doing it. They just might be making so many different mistakes that's holding them back. They might be making so many different mistakes that they don't even realize that they're doing, you know? So again, this is why it's important to check yourself. This is why it's important to make sure that you understand every move you making. I don't care if you got to plan it out, but a lot of times people make bad choices and bad decisions because they are, again, not thinking right, listening to other people who might be talking them out of stuff, listening to other people who could be giving them negative advice because that person don't want to see them achieve the goal that they're trying to achieve for whatever reason they have. But you got to listen to yourself, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. What made you want to do it in the first place? One of the things that you can do to help you with blocking your own blessings is, look, I don't know if you like to journal, but sometimes just writing things down, self-reflecting, looking at what your patterns are every single day. Like I said before, what am I doing every day? How is this helping me get to where I'm trying to go? If you journal and you look back and you read, sometimes that's the fuel that you need to get going. Sometimes that's the eye opener for you. It helps you understand yourself. Journaling is like awareness. You're bringing awareness to yourself. You're getting out the feelings. You're putting it on paper. You're reflecting. You're reading it. And you're looking, wait, I did this today. I did this yesterday. And I keep doing everything but what I'm supposed to do. So journaling is another way that can help you with moving forward on what it is that you want to do. And listen, I'm not talking sporadically either. Do it on a regular basis, all the time. Another thing that you can do is replace those negative thoughts with affirmations, okay? Write down things that can keep you motivated, things that you're saying great about yourself. Repeat it often. Put it on your phone if you have to as a screensaver. Put it on the mirror in your bathroom so that you read it constantly. And at nighttime, wherever you are, make sure that you are repeating those affirmations throughout the day and say it and truly believe it in your heart. Speak it into existence. That's what the law of attraction is about. You got to speak it into existence. The power is within you. We all have the power to get the things that we want, to make the things that we want happen. And we also have the power to destroy it. So let's go on and replace the negative thinking, the negative ways. Get that out of there and replace it with some positive words about yourself. I can make it. I am successful. I am healthy. I am powerful. I am wealthy. I am smart. I am loved. Replace it. I can do this and I can do that. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, not people who talk negative about you. Oh, I see you doing your little thing. I seen your little show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let them keep talking. Keep doing your little things, because your little things, if you keep doing it, guess what? It's going to turn into big things. Trust me, okay? They will turn into big things. You just got to stay consistent. So surround yourself with people who uplift you, but also tell you the truth about yourself. The truth meaning constructive criticism, not hating, but constructive criticism, because a lot of people get that twisted too. Sometimes you might think somebody hating on you and they might just be giving you something because they're trying to help, or they see where you can make adjustments to make it better, So that's what you got to surround yourself with. People who have a positive mindset, people who think positive, people who bring out the best in you, people who make you feel good when you're around them. Their energy is good. You're not looking, worrying, feeling uneasy, because your body talks to you. I told y'all about that, and you better listen to it. So now let's talk about self-discipline, okay? Self-discipline is so important. You have to take accountability for what you do and what you don't do. Self-discipline. Again, I spoke already on this, and I'm going to touch on it a little bit more. Self-discipline is so important because, you got to motivate you. There's going to be days when no one's going to call you. No one's going to be knocking at your door. No one's going to be trying to talk life into you. You got to talk life into yourself. You got to be motivated for yourself. You got to force yourself to get up. Even if that means you need to hire a coach, an accountability partner, right? But the first accountability person in your life is you. I don't care what nobody say. It's you. Because a lack of discipline can keep you from achieving the goals that you want to achieve. A lack of discipline. Are you disciplined enough to say, I know I really like that and want that, but I can't do that right now Because that right there, that's not going to help me. That's going to hurt me. It's going to hold me back. Do you have it in you to say no when you need to say no? That right there is a part of having self-discipline. You have to stay consistent if you want something, all right? We're talking about blocking your blessings here. How do you get it if you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do? And again, we're not looking for excuses. You got to put there's no such thing as an excuse. I mean, actually, that's wrong. That's wrong. You can't let excuses be the reason for you not being able to do anything. You can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it if only you just believed in you. Sometimes, I see people that I even try to help. They'll do something they will do something to a certain extent. They'll put a little bit of effort, but not enough to make it happen. Okay? It's like, okay, I need to get to the finish line, right? So from point A to point B, how you going to get to the finish line if you don't stay consistent? How? You can't give up just because things get a little hard. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, okay? That's number one. So you got to keep going. Even when you think no one's listening or watching or care, believe you me. If you stay consistent and you do what you got to do, it will work out. And then people will care then if that's what you care about. But ain't nobody going to care in the beginning because most people do not give a damn about anything you're doing until it takes off and blow up. And then that's when everybody like to try to come on board. We know how it is. We know what the streets is like. Stop playing with me, right? So come on, let's understand something. Clap for your damn self. Clap for your damn self. Get yourself up. Don't be giving up because it got hard, because that is what's going to make or break you. There's things that can happen that'll make you want to quit. We all go through that. That'll make you say, oh, this is hard. No pain, no gain though. You understand what I'm saying? No pain, no gain. All right. So what is hard? So what you struggling a little bit, and it's challenging you. It's challenging you, right? Because did you expect this to come easy? If you are looking just for the easy way out, then that's why you're blocking your own blessings. Yeah, some people get lucky. They do. Let's not act like luck don't exist. It does. But at the end of the day, if you want what you want, you got to work hard for it. You got to put in that work. Look, when they talked about Bill Gates and making Microsoft, and the guy started Amazon, he was just doing things in his garage, just selling stuff, and they were making fun of him. And it took years for it to blow up. But look at us now. Who ain't shopping at Amazon? I know I am on a regular basis. I can't help it. I'm addicted to Amazon. My whole point is, look at what he created, and look at what we're all using based off of what this man created. His thoughts, his dreams, his wants. He stayed consistent. He didn't give up. He kept going and going and going like the Energizer battery. He didn't stop. What was once small that people talked about, laughed at, and called him crazy for, and maybe called him unsuccessful, is now one of the most popular things in the world, y'all. So come on. You can do it. Believe in you. A way that you could believe in yourself and take action is to create an action plan. Just like I said, journal. Well, guess what? Now create an action plan, okay? Day one, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Because you got to have a plan, right? You need to know how you're going to get to the end goal. If you don't have a plan that with an end goal, how do you know how you're getting closer to it? How do you know that you're even getting closer to reaching your goal if you don't have a plan with an end goal to it? How do you know that? You have to have plans, and you want to have a plan, a step-by-step, a daily log or something that helps you plan out your day so that you don't try to do everything in one day and become overwhelmed, right? Because then when that happens, guess what you do? You give up. You give up. You say, I can't do this no more. This is too much for me. Right? Or if you don't say it's too much for me, or I'm giving up, you might say, I'm gonna take a break because this is too much. And then you take one break one day, then the next day you take another break, and then next thing you know, weeks go by, months go by, years go by, and you still just talking about it and not staying consistent. Create an action plan so that you can move forward and do what you have to do. You want to know another thing that can help you? And I ain't going here. Look, this one is for me, y'all. This one is for me. Letting go of the things that you cannot control. Control freaks. I know y'all out there. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Where they at, though? Where they at, though?
It's me, control freak, okay? And I am learning, still in learning progress, how to break those bad habits. Because you cannot control every single aspect of your life, because the minute that something don't go right, or you can't control it and it's out of your control, you might not know how to act. It's going to throw you off key. It's going to throw you off board. You're going to be like all over the place trying to figure it out and trying to fix something that don't belong. It's like that piece of puzzle that's in the wrong spot, but you keep trying to push it in and it don't fit. It ain't meant to be there. That's why it's not there. Listen, everything has a purpose. People and things, everything. I believe God gave us all a purpose. It's our job to seek it and find it, all right? And the only way we're going to do that is if we look within ourselves. Sometimes you have to just trust the process. You have to trust the process and say, you know what? Maybe this was meant to happen this way. All right, guess what? I'm a trooper. I'm a G. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to adjust, honey. All right? Make adjustments. But I ain't falling completely off. Even if I trip and stumble and fall forward, I ain't falling off. What you thought? Ain't going to happen. Nope. Ain't going to do it. I might fall forward, but that's it.
That's it! That's it!
So I'm a spiritual person. I don't consider myself a religious person at all. And this is not to say it's anything wrong with religion. To each his own. Don't judge me. I ain't judging you. But spiritually, if you just trust God, right? Just trust God. You never know what doors he's going to open for you if you're walking in the path that he had set for you, right? That's the thing. Sometimes we want to go our own way and then wonder why there's all these different things and like, wait, why is this happening? Why am I going through this? Why is this in my way? Your path is over here. Stop following what they're doing over there. That's why it's blocking your blessings. You worried about what they're doing. Don't worry about what they're doing, okay? Don't worry. They probably in their own lane getting their own blessings. Getting their own blessings. That blessing over there, that ain't for you. That's not for you. Your blessing is over here. So don't be worried about what other people are doing and what they want. Forget about all that. Don't be jealous and envious. So what? Who cares? It doesn't matter. If somebody won the lotto, they got millions of properties and that's what they're supposed to have, let them have it. That was their blessing. Maybe that's something that they wanted. But let me tell you something. It ain't all easy. And let me explain. You got to be built for stuff like that. Can you maintain that? Do you understand about paying your taxes and maintaining the property? Are you going to have a property manager? Like, what's going to happen? Like, you know, it's a lot that comes in with owning things. So don't be worried about what somebody else is getting, what their business is like taking off. Because let me tell you something about me. I don't care about what nobody is doing. And that's not a bad thing. What I'm saying is, I know what it takes to do certain things most of the time. You know why? Because I try a lot of different stuff. That's how I know. I don't care if somebody look at her, she trying to do this. I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Okay? Yes, I am. If somebody is doing a business, and I know what it takes to do that business, how much time it takes, what it costs, the product, whatever you got to have to purchase it, to make it, the time that it got to go into doing this stuff. Do you actually enjoy doing it? Or do you just feel like, I just want to have a successful business, so I have to do it? If you don't have workers and you got to do it yourself, then that means that's time out of your day doing something that you either love or don't love. Now, if you don't love it, you're not going to be happy. It's going to feel like a job. Right? It's going to feel like a job. That's why people say, thank God it's Friday. Okay. And people say, I hate Mondays, because they do not like what they're doing. And that weekend is going to allow them to live the way that they want to live and not have to go to a place doing something that they do not like. So at the end of the day, okay, the blessing for somebody else, don't worry about that, because you might end up trying to do that and can't stand doing it and be miserable trying to do something that you don't like. And that is another reason why it'll hold you back from what you're supposed to be getting for yourself. So when you're not worried about nobody else and you got your time and you focusing on you, take that time to meditate, to pray, bring that energy in. You know, I have so many different things in my house that keeps me in a peaceful place, because sometimes I wild out. Listen, I do, okay? 0 to 100 real quick. And I'm working on that, though. Don't be judging me. I'm working on that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I have things like the massage chair that you see in the malls. I have that. You understand? The hot tub. I use that to relax myself, okay? In the shower, we have Alexa. Everything is the lights. Alexa, turn the lights, blah, blah, blah. We say what we're going to do. We act. Alexa. You see what Alexa did? She don't listen. Alexa, turn on lights. Okay. That's a blooper. Anyway, like I was saying, in the bathroom, we tell her, I ain't going to say her name because y'all see what just happened, right? We tell her, hey, do this or do that. In my bathroom, the lights are blue. I tell her to play massage or relaxing music. This helps calm me. I'm in a peaceful place. I even bought a rock that says peace on it. My husband was laughing at me. He was like, you bought that rock for $8? I sure did. It's not about a rock for $8. What you don't understand is that this rock is a reminder. Somebody outside. Damn, who got a loud ass? That is a loud car. Anyway, I bought it's a little small rock. Let me see if I can find it. Got it. Okay, I bought this rock, guys. Let me see it. Let me see. This rock right here, it says peace. Small. I'm out of breath because I went to go run to get the rock. I wanted to show y'all because my husband was laughing at me. He was like, why'd you spend $8 on that? And it wasn't about me spending $8 on this, because I could probably make this. Like I have the Cricut. Like, look, I have a lot of different things. So I know if I really want something, like I could really make it. But sometimes you got to want to do it. But I bought it because of what it symbolizes. Something that I feel I needed. Something that is a reminder for me to calm the hell down sometime. Something that I appreciate and value. Peace. Okay? Peace. That is what is important to me. So meditating every day, and if I forget a day, I ask for forgiveness. But I try to wake up and say, God, thank you. Thank you for everything that you have given me. Thank you for showing me what I needed to know to have the mindset that I have now, because I could easily be stuck somewhere that I still think like a child, act like a child, right? Because I ain't trying to be funny. Let's talk about blocking our own blessings. Have you ever came across somebody who is just still acting like they're, teenager on the block when you're older? They still doing things. It's like, wait a minute, you're still doing that? Like, we're too old for that. And not old, like, and I'm not saying it in a sense because, listen, I'm still young at heart, right? But when I say too old, meaning too damn mature to still be doing stuff like that. And then they talk or act a certain way and think that is cool or impressive, but it kind of looks very ignorant, and it's very sad to see people act in a way that they should have outgrown years ago. You are expecting to be that way when you don't know better. But we have access to so much information and been exposed to so much. It's like, how are you still acting and doing that? So yeah, no, we ain't putting ourselves around that, and we meditating and we doing things like that. I don't care. Somebody might say, well, that's corny. The Rock is corny. Not to me. It's a beautiful thing. Here's the thing, y'all. I'm going to close out with this. You have no idea how your blessings are closer than you think they are. I don't know if y'all ever seen that picture circulating on social media. It's like a guy. It looked like he's stuck in a cave, or he might be hitting against the rock, trying to either get out from the other side, or the pot of gold, everything he was fighting for is on that other side. And he got so far, just to get right where it's at, it didn't give up. Right there. You're right there. And you don't even know that you're almost to the finish line. But because you can't see it, you quit. Don't quit. Because it's there. You have to keep going, and your blessings will come. So here's the thing. I'm going to challenge anybody who is watching this right now, whoever comes across this video. I'm challenging you to make one positive change. If you could do more, that would be great. That would be great. But if you can't, at least start with one. Start with one. One positive change. Write it down. Tell yourself you're going to do it every single day. And keep reminders there. And start somewhere. Because it's not about trying to complete everything by a certain time and do all of this. The real reward, and sometimes even challenge, is just starting. So do not block your own blessings by making poor choices and bad decisions that you know you shouldn't be doing anyway. But sometimes we do it. But we can be better because we have it in us to be better. So believe in yourself. Don't quit on yourself. And be great. And don't worry about nothing that anybody else is doing, because it's not about them. It's all about you right now in this moment. So make that change, y'all. This is Talk Therapy with Lady Miz, where conversation is the cure. And I will see y'all on the next episode. Later.
We hope you enjoyed your time with Lady Miz on Talk Therapy. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.